Hello, everyone. I am the Aries. And no, I did not adjust this camera before I started, which I probably should have. But on to business. So, if anyone who's been with me on the channel knows that I'm all over the place. I'm trying to network, trying to bring people together, trying to get big picture projects started. Because I will say again, tarot as it's presented is not going to get to the mainstream. Yeah, you'll get more traction. You'll get more notice in the mainstream, but in order to bring people into the world, to open that spiritual doorway, tarot needs to be presented in a much more entertaining way. And I say this as someone who travels the tarot circuits, and you've all seen me. Everywhere I go, I always say the Aries was here. It's not ego, it's trademark. That's probably ego. But tarot needs to be done in a more entertaining way to get more people on board. That said, we still need to network. We still need to come and I've got all kinds of ideas, but I know other people have ideas too. But for some reason, people aren't putting their ideas out there. Don't keep them to yourself. Put it out in the universe, because nothing's going to come to you unless you put it out. That being said, I probably should have came up with something more to say in this video, because this could be a very short video. I need to kill some time till something comes up. Let me see. Rocky, come say hi to everyone. Come here. Rocky, everyone. That's right. Well, I think of something to say. You guys focus on Rocky. Traitor dog. Yeah, I said it. There's a lot of pain going on in the spiritual world. There's a lot of pain going on in the world. But I'm going to focus this on family, the spiritual family. The true spiritual family. Because there's a lot of people who sit there and use the term spirituality, but nothing but a bunch of self-help tips. If you're not speaking of the divine, you're not speaking to anything. Because you cannot have spirituality without the divine, without spirit. You can't. And anything else is just bullshit. Now, it might help people. I mean, look, spirituality, every aspect of it will help people. But if you want the most out of this life, you have to understand that there is a divine, that there is a divine behind this universe. And people always say, pray to the universe. You're not praying to the universe. Is the universe conscious? Yes. But the universe is a creation of the divine. Or more accurately to say, the universe is the creation of the deity of all. What is the all? The all is everything. The God of everything. What people call this source varies, but it doesn't really matter, because if you're talking about that supreme intelligence, the supreme deity that created everything, you're talking about the same. And it's these religions that sit there and separate this message, that sit there and separate us. How much hatred and bigotry has its root cause in religion? Look at the LGBT community. How much of that hatred stems from religion? I'm going to say 100% of it. Religion, any religion, every religion is just, at the very least, it has some truth in it. At worst, complete bullshit lie. Complete bullshit lie. But how do you know what's real, what's false? At the end of the day, you'll have to live your own life to decide that. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, do this, do that, and the other. Religion will. Religion will tell you how to live your life. And then they'll sit there and tell you, if you don't live according to this, you're going to go to hell and burn eternally. I guess maybe the big three, Christianity, Islam, Judaism. Judaism. Well, I don't know. I don't know. The big two or whatever. Rocky, get off my guitar. Nope. Nope. You stay over there. You had your chance. You had your chance. You did. Yeah. I'm in the middle of an important point, Rocky. I don't need you to make me forget. Okay. Where was I? Oh, damn, I forgot. I was on Breeder's live this morning, and she was talking about how, well, she was highlighting on the Catholicism, I believe, how it's the middleman. Now, I've been saying for the longest time that all religions are the middleman. Why do you need to listen to a preacher to speak with the divine when I will tell you now the divine have put everything in this world that you need to know in this world? You just have to see it for yourself. An example, I talk about my awakening speech all the time. This is when my official awakening, I suppose. Coolest thing in the world. I'm not going to go into it today. Past videos will tell you all about it. But anyway, during my awakening speech, one of the things they told me was that there are certain esoteric truths hidden in the works of fiction. Now, what does this really mean? Where do you find esoteric information? Well, your Bible or any other holy manuscript or whatever. But if the divine put in extra information aside from these sources, it says to me that these sources are not divine sanctioned, or that the divine knew what man was going to do and put bullshit in these Bibles and these religions. And so they wanted us to have a way to get our messages straight from the divine, not going through the middleman. And so that's why you see people saying, looking for signs and everything, because the universe will put signs in there for you, cater to you specifically. But see, the thing is, you have to know what's catered to you and what's not. And a sign can mean different things for different people according to what that person is supposed to get out of it. So I'm on Reddit now. Oh, hello Reddit people. I'm going to put this video up on Reddit, provided I understand how to do it. Reddit is strange. It's like, there's a community in it, but it's not a solid community. There are too many people in Reddit who want to ask questions. But if you want to get into the spiritual community, you've got to get off Reddit, because Reddit's not the place to be. It's not. It's just a bunch of questions. Questions are good, but you still have to come find what you're looking for, and you won't find it on Reddit. Now, where will you find it? I'm not endorsing YouTube. I don't like Google at all, or trust them. But the YouTube community is a real community. Is a legit community. These people, not everyone, but for the most part, it's legit. How do I know? Because I know who's got gifts and who's not. I know who's shamming and who's not. And if you do the right energy work, you understand this as well. Speaking of energy work, on Reddit, I don't know what some of you people are thinking, but what you consider energy work is not. You can sit there and say, blah, 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 chakras, blah, 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 this, that, the other. But if you can't sit there and project energies, you're not an energy master. You're not studying energy to the level it could be. Because I understand you want to regulate your emotions or whatever, but what are you doing with that? I mean, yeah, okay. If you want greater secrecy energy mastery, you have got to get off Reddit, because Reddit is not going to give you shit when it comes to energy. It's not. I've said there, on Reddit, I was answering the question, they want to do energy work. So I mentioned tarot, but see that the automated bot or whatever said, no, we're not talking about tarot in here. And I don't understand. Tarot is an accurate gauge to energy. You can sit there, pick out a damn card, any card, and it will correspond to the energies that you're in. Now, we're going to see what energies I'm in, so I'm going to explain this to you. And to anyone who's wondering, how in the world can a card read anything? Well, look, the gift is in you. The cards are just an access point. They just illustrate the energies. You're in the energies. You're in the energy, and the reader can see that energy as how there's a link between spiritual power and art and creativity. That's how I believe that people are able to read into these cards. Which also makes me think that there's other type of artwork that can just sit there and give off that spiritual energy, that spiritual power. TV, movies, music. Music especially gives off energy. Everyone has soul songs, songs that are important to them. There's someone on Reddit who's asking about soul contracts. I meant to email you, well, I meant to answer on Reddit, but my hand's about to fall off as much as I type, you know. Soul contracts. When we are in, we exist before we come to this life. My soul exists before this life is born on this earth. So is yours. So in heaven, before we come here, before we're born, our souls get together with one another and design the lives we want to live. Now, we have soul contracts with everyone to a lesser or greater degree. For instance, Local H, a band, a real band. Now, I've got a soul contract with the lead musician. And he doesn't know this, not in 3D, never know. But soul-wise, one of the reasons he produced one of his songs was for me to get what I was supposed to get out of it. And another person would have signed that soul contract with him to get whatever they wanted to get out of the song. So it's all related. We're all connected. I don't know if there's a good example or not. You're dating someone and the worst person in the world. They did you dirty. They sit you, did you all kinds of wrong. But you had to come across that person. You had to meet that person because as a result of them treating you badly, you understand your self-worth. You understand, look, I deserve more. And so you learned a lesson from this person you have a soul contract with, how not to be treated, how you don't want to be treated. So that's why we don't hate anyone. We never hate anyone because at the end of the day, we're all connected. It's just that here in the 3D, we don't get that. We don't understand it. And we let our bullshit hatreds and jealousies and big trees get in the way of everything. Let's see. I know I didn't answer that soul contract one properly, but check out my YouTube channel, Frost Winters Tarot and Magic. Check me out on Twitter, Frost Winters Tarot. I've got a couple other YouTube channels. I may or may not put in the description. The other main channel I have is The Sun. It's on YouTube. It's a channel I'm going to do with creative projects, tangible creative projects, because we need to put tangible stuff in this world. We're not going to sit there and bring people to us or have people look at us and what we're saying unless we can reach them, unless we can say, hey, I'm talking to you. Have to show them something cool. You have to show them something entertaining. That's why tarot has to be done in a totally different way. Astrology as well. Put it in an entertainment format. People have to be entertained. And just because they're being entertained doesn't mean they're not learning something. Doesn't mean they're not in a better position to be able to learn something true, something factual. So we have to think outside the box. How we convey the message is just as important as the message, because we can have the greatest truth in the world, but if we can't sit there and properly and effectively get it to people, what does it matter? And one of the things that's going to get in our way is these bullshit religions. You already know it. And I'll tell you who's going to probably be the worst people, the Christians. Why? Because They try to usurp the name of Jesus. They try to take his power for their aims. When Jesus was of the spiritual family, found by the magi, the magicians, by the stars, the astrology, they knew Jesus was coming. They know Jesus now. They know. So they interfered with the message. Basically, they killed the messenger, I suppose. And then took the message. Because Jesus and Christianity are two different things. Jesus, love, acceptance, hope, and joy. Christianity, control. Fear. Jesus, love. Religion, fear. The divine wants us to live in love. We either operate in fear or love. It's one or the other. We're not trying to scare people. We're trying to help people. We're trying to make people better. We're trying to make it so that you don't have to listen to me. Although, to be honest with you, you're going to miss out a lot because I am the damn spiritual world. It revolves around me. Is that ego? A little bit, but law of one. We're all God, but there's one. Guess who that is in this world, in this time? Rocky, who is it? Yep. But yes. And if no one else likes that fact, then you know what? Then you do what I'm trying to do. You try to bring everyone together. You try to create a whole bunch of projects. You try to go across all kind of platforms. And I'm not doing it for myself. I've not made one single penny. Now, true, I've tried to, but I'm not really trying seriously, because I'm here for the message. All you other people can sit here and be for reader. Well, look. Everyone in the spiritual family is here for a different reason. But my reason, my only reason, the thing I care about only at the end of the day, bringing word of the divine, to show people that the divine does exist, to show people that there is a God who does love you, who does take you into consideration of this whole grand plan, who will sit there and show you that you personally, the divine know you the person. They understand you. They know your soul. They know why you're here. They put in specific messages so that you don't have to get lost, confused, and listen to all other people. You specifically. That's how much they love us. They let us come to this life, beat, and get awareness of our souls so that we can help better our lives and better the lives of other people. Because we all come back to this world sometime in different lives. And if we can stop all the bullshit now from one group of people, if you come back and you're a part of that group in another life, then you don't have to deal with the bullshit. So that's why we have to fight evil. That's why we have to fight injustice. Because we want to do it for you when you come back around again. Now, we've got to find a better way to put our message out there. And we can do it, but we have to come together and we have to think outside the box. We have to be unified in our message. And you're not getting that on Reddit. There's just too much questioning. And the questioning is good. But you should really trust people if you can sit there and see their face. Because with a face, you can sit there and see their energy. You can sit there and see, you can get a sense of them. You know, all your energy workers, you sit there and say your energy. What do you get from me saying this? You know? That's why I don't suggest Reddit, because it's just words, just text. And you're not, text can move people. Right words can move people, but you need to see energy as well. Let's see, did I want to say anything else? Well, since I'm putting this on Reddit, I'll tell you guys what I've been telling everyone else, especially what I'm telling on Twitter. The LGBT issue is on the forefront of the divine's agenda. Heaven hears all the screams that these people are crying out. It's not right how people sit there and treat other people. And then they sit there and do it because of what they read in some bullshit Bible. A Bible that was not written by the divine. A Bible that's been changed by man countless times. A Bible that's being used to bully people. I forgot who the preacher was, but he was saying that Jesus wouldn't have had a problem with slavery if the master was good. You've got to be a piece of shit to believe that. You've got to be a false person to believe that Jesus would ever condone slavery. And that's why I know that Christianity is bullshit, because people can sit there and find a Bible passage to justify slavery. And that is not the word of the divine. Nothing from the divine says slavery is okay. Religion says it's okay, not us. The divine would never do that. And that's one reason I'm going after the Christian religion, because they've sat there and taken too many liberties with the name of Jesus. It's a magical name. It binds people. It brings people together. But it can also bring people together and blind them to the injustices going on in the world. These preachers, they're not good people. If you've got an ATM in your church, I don't know what the hell you're thinking, but you are not sitting here worshiping the divine. You might be worshiping God's man, because God's man is all about money, all about power, all about control. The divine love. What else? Nothing. Love. Keep that message simple. Let's see, did I want to talk about something else? I probably do need to talk about something else, but... Oh, you know what? I was going to pull an energy card. Queen of Coins. Pentacles. Tangible. Projects we need to work on. Things we need to work on to build. Because there's profit to be made. Look, profit's not my main motivation. But it is a motivation, because I want to live comfortably. But the money will come. But as a result of the projects, as a result of the work we're doing, as a result of the teamwork we're putting in together. And teamwork is required. And I don't know why I'm shuffling. I could just pick one card, because whatever, or one card could just fall out. Seven of Cups. We have plenty of options. There are plenty of ways to go about this. The Hierophant. Sanctioned by the divine. That's how I know that everything that I want to bring into fruition, if I get the right people on board, it will be successful. Because the divine want this message out, because people need help. People need help because they're regretful. They're sad. Looking at all the things we could have done. I don't want to be that way. I don't want this to be in the future. Me looking back, having a whole bunch of regrets. Should have done this, should have done that. No. I'm not taking it anymore. We have the Emperor and we have the Page of Coins. I'm offering you a chance, everyone, an opportunity to get together, come together in projects. Check me out on my Twitter page. I'm always doing projects there. Trying to get in a higher self, wanting to know some secrets of the universe. Check out my main channel on YouTube, Frost Winners Tarot and Magic. But, well, let me end this because I'm just blah, 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 blah. Rocky. The hell are you eating? We have to come together. We have to think outside the box. We have to make new projects that bring people to us, bring awareness of our world to the mainstream in a way that's just not crazy. And we're going to sound crazy already. I tell you this now. But you know what? Just because we sound crazy doesn't mean we're lying. And honestly, the closer one is to the divine, the crazier you're going to sound to everyone else. Because in everyone's heart, most people's heart, yeah, they say they believe in God, but when it comes down to it, it's just kind of a, yeah, I feel God might be real, but I don't know. I don't know enough to change my life to try to do this or the other, be a good person. But yeah. So maybe I'll go to church Sunday, give some money to the preacher man, shut him up, feel good about myself, then go bullshit the rest of the week. That's what religious people do. Spiritual people, we have to go within. We have to define the divine within so that we can find the divine without. And that's what we do. We do the hard work. We go within. They don't. They just listen to some bullshit preacher who's sitting there saying, give me your money, listen to me, hate these groups, don't like these groups. And go home. Call it a day. Feel good about yourself. Now, I know you're probably going to think, well, that's not every religion. Well, that's not every church. Well, no, I guess not, but churches that have the most influence, the evangelical branch of the church, that's them. The white nationalists, the Christian nationalists, who are nothing but a bunch of homophobic, racist pieces of shit who want to treat women like second-class citizens, like religion always has, like Christianity always has. It always has. We're not about that. We're about empowering people. You don't need me to find a divine. The divine put enough clues in this world for you to find them yourselves. You just need me to help you train it so that you don't sit there and see a sign in everything. Ask for a specific sign. Ask for a specific sign for you. Because you're in for a lot of trouble if you try to read in something into everything. You just are. But the divine have put in specific messages for you in your life. So I think that's where I'm going to end this video. Till next time, everyone, take it easy. Be good to everyone. If you've got any kind of animosity between any of your family members, patch them up. Heal them up. Because tomorrow's not a promised day, and you don't know. And you don't want to sit there and live your life without a chance to make amends to someone. You don't want to live that way. So get rid of all the bullshit. Make peace when you can. If not with the other person, with yourself. So till next time, everyone, I am the Aries. Wait, let me pull one more card. Don't be a bad card. Don't be a bad card. Well, a shitload fell out, but I'm going to go with the Ace of Coins, Four of Swords, Queen of Cups, Knight of Wands, Eight of Swords. Yes, I know, way too many. Yeah, okay. But I did ask for one card. One card, please, to go out on. Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment. Happiness. We can have it. We just have to come together.